of the night. And Colorado will head to the short man.
I didn't really see that happen live. It looked like Joey Capito's stick may have just slid up. I don't know if he did it intentionally, but if your stick rides up and hits a player in the head, it's going to be a penalty. Fortunately, it's not a 5-minute.
Capito gets 2 for the illegal cross-check. New England was 0 for 1 last week with the man advantage. Here's Evans. Skips to Saunders. 1-2 pass, and Chad Culp couldn't make the finishing effort, and he goes through the crease. And it'll be Colorado possession. Here's Ilya Gaich. Has Callum Crawford way up the floor. That pass just goes wide, but he's able to pick it up off the end boards, and he's going to try to kill some time off the penalty. Here's Wardle. Cam Holding up on the offensive end. Noble down to Callum Crawford, watched by Thornberry. Suddens comes to the double team. Wardle cuts through the middle off the backside, and that pass was just a little too high from Crawford. Here comes Crowley. He'll set up with Kyle Buchanan, Sean Evans, Pat Saunders, and Chad Culp is the last man onto the floor. Evans fakes the pass to Crowley, now gives to him. Crowley shoots, scores! Brings it back short side. That's a power play marker for the New England Black Wolves, and they take the lead 1-0 as Crowley gets his second of the year.
Yeah, Teddy, we saw that last week with the John Grant Jr. goal from up top on the power play. Kevin Crowley just winds up, little hitch there, little stutter, and pulls it back to the short side. He had Dylan Ward leaning the other way and just goes under the arm of Dylan Ward.
You talked about that little hitch, just trying to get the defense to part ways, and the Red Sea's open for Saunders. And he brought it back short side, right underneath the right elbow of Dylan Ward. And it's 1-0 with 12:13 remaining in the opening quarter. Coates battling for that loose ball, had it, loose ball's picked up. And now Capito fresh out of the box. Crawford from Evans and Culp at 2:47 on the power play. And Greer dispossessed. That'll be an interference call on Haywires. He's gonna have to hurry to get off. And now here come the Black Wolves with numbers. Hotelling. Late man off the bench. Oakes, and a nice job by Cam Holding coming back on the back check to knock that ball loose, but he's taken to the floor. Body's crashing. Ball ends up in the back of Dylan Ward's net. Colorado's got to get over the timeline, and Ilya Gaich does with a couple seconds to spare. Gaich with a backdoor roll. Gonna have to find an outlet. Does. Gives off to Eli McLaughlin. He had 4 last weekend in a loss to Vancouver. As Crawford settles things up. Crawford watched there by Derek Suddens. Gets a slip pick from Noble. Gives off to McLaughlin. Duck gunner from Eli. Takes the shot. That one just flowed high. And it's picked up there by Brett Bucktooth. Bucktooth gets deep into the Mammoth zone. Tries to find an outlet. Quickly met there by the check of the Mammoth defense. That's Robert Hope. And Buchanan goes far side to Pat Saunders, who gets it back. Saunders, short side, top corner. Same spot that Logan Schuss put a ball last weekend on Dylan Ward. And 4 minutes and 10 seconds into this game, New England jumps out to a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, Pat Saunders just a beneficiary of quick ball movement. He passes it over, gets it back, gets Dylan Ward moving side to side. You know, John Gallant was here right now breaking down the defense. You know, it's pretty rare to see the ball go literally boards to boards and not get picked off. So the Mammoth defense just need to keep their eyes up and maybe get some sticks in the passing lanes there as well.
Saunders from Crowley at 4:10 of the first quarter. That's Saunders' 3rd of the year. And that was one thing, you talked about that east-west pass on the Colorado defense. That was one thing defensive coach Pat Coyle was really stressing last night. They can't allow that pass to happen. Sticks have to be in the lane. And that was a little 1-2 back and forth to Saunders that worked perfectly for New England. A little bit of a bobble there by Haywire. Still having some first game jitters as the rookie. I said he was a 2nd-round pick. He was actually a 1st-round pick, 9th overall by the Mammoth. Here's Sean Evans, little stutter step, takes the shot, rings it off the post. Dylan Ward dropped to his knees early. Now here's a forecheck by the Black Wolves. Oakes picks it up, reset the 30. And now what's gonna be the call? They're gonna call, no. The trail referee called 8 seconds. Crew chief Todd LeBrant said that New England had possession, so this should be Colorado ball. And they're gonna reface. little bit of an unlucky break there for the Mammoth.
Well, it's the only fair way to do it if guys can't come to a decision, just have a face-off at center.
So we'll face it back off at center, Thornbear and Dan Coates. And Coates wins it, but unable to pick it up cleanly. And it finally is, and that was a nice job by Jordan Gillis to come up with that loose ball. Here's Greg Downing. Downing, stutter step, gets pushed back by the defense, finds Crawford off the bench. He quickly goes to Jeremy Noble deep in the corner. Rouet gives off to Greer, now Wardle near side. Diagonal feed, Crawford, what a save there from Evan Kirk. I don't know if he got a stick on it or went off the post, but a great post-to-post effort there from the reigning goaltender of the year to deny Crawford.
We saw a lot of that last week, pulling the goaltender out by some ball movement, winding up, and Crawford make a great backside cut there. Just unfortunately couldn't get it past Evan Kirk.
Here's Evans, turned back by Bryce Sweeting, down low into the corner. Culp with a head of steam, pivots, takes the shot. Dylan Ward makes the save. Capito all the way down the floor. Long outlet pass, Joey Capito. Pump fake, inside, takes the shot. Kirk makes the save. Looks for a quick outlet, doesn't have it. Goes board side to Derek Suddens. And you can always tell the run from Derek Suddens. Actually, check that.
Former Mammoth player, Dan Ball.
Dan Ball.
Sure, he's excited to be back in this building.
Here's Culp. Near side, Seth Oakes. Down low, Kyle Buchanan. Buchanan to Saunders. That ball takes the deflection. Picked up there by Robert Hope, nicely off the glass. Hope gives off to Holding. Holding. Near side, Zach Haywires. The kid can shoot the lights out when he gets time and room, but he's also got to get to the front of the net. Inside feed, Noble doesn't connect, and lands right on top of Evan Kirk's stick. Thornbear couldn't quite get on the end of that pass, and Greg Downing does nicely off the glass. Outlet pass to Creighton Reed. Bill O'Brien tries to step up. Nice job by Reed to avoid the hit. Reed takes the shot and a shoulder save from Evan Kirk. Noble couldn't find the loose ball off the save, and it's outletted to Sheldon Burns.
I like the take there by Creighton Reed. You know, defense wasn't playing them. They're kind of slow to change. Why not take it to the center and let a shot go?
Inside feed. Crowley takes a shot. Another nice save there from Dylan Ward. Loose ball picked up by Gillis. Now late man is Crawford, 3-on-2. Crawford takes the shot and misses it just wide. Ball deflects all the way back to center, and there's Sean Evans playing a little possum deep in the Mammoth defensive zone. Evans gives off to Brett Bucktooth. Back to Evans. Takes the shot, saved there by Dylan Ward. Has Capito all the way at center. He'll quickly outlet it to him. Been a long stretch here without a whistle here in the opening quarter. Wardle down low to McLaughlin. McLaughlin, swim move, gets turned back, gets a pick from Wardle. And now here's Jeremy Noble, takes a shot, and Evan Kirk stepped out to save that one. Looks like that one shook Evan Kirk up a bit. He's slow to get up. And Capito backtracking for the loose ball into his own zone, but it's picked up there by Mitch McMichael. Activated when Scott Self was put on the injured reserve, so he's getting his first action in a New England Black Wolves jersey. Culp trying to find a pick. He does get one now. Slash to the middle is Kevin Buchanan. Seth Oakes. Outside shot. Ward makes a nice little right-hand glove save. Geitch couldn't pick up the loose ball. And Kyle Buchanan can. Evans laid off the bench, comes near side. Crowley, one-on-one with Geitch. Backhand feed doesn't connect with Buchanan. But he finally picks up the loose ball in the corner. Buchanan, watched there by Holding. Gives off to Evans. Evans up top, shot there from Kevin Buchanan. Loose ball picked up by the crease, but nice job by Sean Evans to knock it away from Taylor Stewart, who was just trying to trap it in his crease, and Evans waited for him to lift his stick up and knocked it loose. Body scrambling on the ground. Who's going to come up with it? There's going to be a whistle. And it's going to be Mammoth ball when we come back from the break. 2-0's your score as The Black Wolves scored 2 in the opening 5 minutes. We'll be back live here from Pepsi Center.
Whatever it took to claim our turf. Yesterday, we left it all out there. Blood, sweat, tears. You name it, we left it. We kept ourselves focused and we kept each other in check. And the only thing we took were epic shots. Yesterday, we saw more twists and turns in 8 seconds than most people saw in an entire season. We lost the ball, lost our minds. We lost countless times in every game. If you could see the ball, that was a slow day. Yesterday, physics didn't apply to us. Gravity wasn't welcome in our box. Armed with just a stick and a ball, we took flight. Yesterday, we were the best we could be. Today is our day.
Pepsi Center, ladies and gentlemen, the Mammoth trailing the New England Black Wolves 2-0. The Colorado Avalanche played a game earlier today against the Nashville Predators, and so the arena staff was put to work in the short turnaround as they had to convert the ice surface, lay down all the rubber mats, and then lay down the turf, lay down the inserts, lay down the advertisements, and they got it done just in time. What great work by the staff here at Pepsi Center.
Yeah, they do a great job, Teddy. There's some buildings where they just roll over the turf on the ice, and the Mammoth take the time, and kudos to the conversion crew for making it happen.
Back to live action here at the Loud House. Jeremy Noble, far corner, tries to come up high. Down low, Eli McLaughlin. 8 on the shot clock. Shot scores, 5-hole. Jacob Rouet. And he caught Evan Kirk going post to post. And Rouet gets his 3rd of the year, and the Mammoth are finally on the board. It's 2-1.
Ball movement, ball movement, ball movement. I'm going to say it over and over again tonight. That's what creates goals. You lull the defense to sleep, get the goalie moving side to side. That's just an excellent overhand shot under the glove by Jacob Rouet.
Rouet had an absolutely incredible camp. He was actually an original draft pick by the Calgary Roughnecks a couple years ago, but was unable to make their roster and bounce around in the league a little bit. But Colorado brought him into camp, and he has been full value. He was excellent in the Buffalo game. Kind of hit a stumbling block last weekend, but he gets the Mammoth on the board here with a great shot, and it's 2-1 in favor of the Black Wolf off the ensuing draw. Ball loose in the corner. Nice little backhand flip from Holding. Finds Robert Hope, who gives to Downey. Thought about taking a long outside shot, still thinking about it. Crawford comes screaming off the bench. Now it's in the stick of Chris Wardle. Wardle down low to Haywires, who's still fighting the ball a little bit. No call from the officials as Wardle was knocked down. Crawford, 3 in the shot clock. Noble shoots and scores. Short side. Might have gone through a bit of a screen, but we're all tied up at 2. 4.5 to go.
That's the bread and butter for Jeremy Noble there, outside shot. I was watching him in warm-ups. He was working on this shot. I saw him bury a few in warm-ups. Just an overhand twister. You're going to see it here on the replay. Just over a screen. Evan Kirk might not have seen it until the last second there, and that's his textbook Jeremy Noble.
That's 2 goals in 39 seconds for the Colorado Mammoth, and they've gotten themselves right back in this game after a bit of a slow start. And it's exactly what they needed. They got the TV timeout. They were able to relax, come out with that fresh possession as Jeremy Noble gets his 3rd of the year with the assist to Callum Crawford. The goal before that was Rouet from McLaughlin and Noble, and we're tied at 2. And the Mammoth faithful here at the Pepsi Center are starting to find their voice. And here comes Callum Crawford. Crawford picked up by Suttons. Crawford pushed behind the net, trying to find an outlet with 10 on the shot clock. Wardle to Greer. Pump fake. Takes the shot, trying to go 5-hole, and there's Kirk, able to close the wickets and keep the paddle down to deny Greer getting his first goal here inside the Pepsi Center. Crowley. Watched by Bryce Sweeting. And now he's picked up by Downing. He goes across the floor to Saunders, near side, Sean Evans. Evans. And that'll be a moving pick called on Crowley, and it'll be Colorado possession. They both take another timeout. It was 2-0. It is now 2-2, 3:34 to go. And we are in for an exciting remaining 3:34 here from the Pepsi Center.
Number 2, the rookie, Kyle Jackson. Now, Jackson was held pointless in his NLL debut against Toronto, but exploded offensively against the New England Black Wolves in Game 2. 2 goals, 9 assists for 11 points, 8 points coming on the power play. He was a key factor in Rochester's win over the New England Black Wolves. And at number 1, Reese Dutch, 8 goals, 8 assists over his first 2 games. 25% of the shots that he's taking on net are going in at this point, and he's been there when the Vancouver Stealth have needed him. You've got guys like Garrett Billings and Corey Conway out, and I said that Dutch had to play a couple of big games for Vancouver, and he was there for his team in their opening weekend. There is no doubt about that.
So Tyson, I want to know.
Center where it is 2-2 between the Black Wolves and Mammoth. Colorado scores back-to-back goals in 39 seconds. The first one from Jacob Rouet with an excellent pass across the floor from Eli McLaughlin. The second one came off a nice little feed from Callum Crawford as Jeremy Noble goes short side on Evan Kirk. And that is the way the score stands. It's 2-2. And as you mentioned, Jamie Shuchuk, ball movement the key to both of those goals. Colorado needs to continue that here in the last 3.5 of the first quarter. Here is Crawford. Cross-crease feed to Greer, and he fires a heavy shot that just missed. Loose ball quickly picked up there by the Black Wolves. That was Matt Spranger getting across center. Buchanan just waiting for body to settle up, finds Culp, back to Kyle Buchanan. Down low, Evans takes a shot from a bad angle, trying to catch Dylan Ward napping. And he makes the save, and a long outlet pass to Creighton Reed, who couldn't handle it as Buchanan was back playing defense. Nice center field play there from Kyle Buchanan, falls loose. Nice little swim move there by Hotelling. And he's all the way up the floor. Hotelling gives off, and it's now on the stick of Sean Evans. Evans gets a pick from Seth Oakes. Finds Culp. Culp looking for an outlet. Gets underneath. Diving shot. Tried to dunk it. And a nice save there from Dylan Ward to deny Chad Culp.
What an effort by Chad Culp, the wily vet. Happy to see him make the New England Black Wolves squad this year. You know, I'm watching this Mammoth defense, and they're really not. What an effort by Downey. I'm really not seeing the intensity and the tenacity they had last week and the game against Buffalo here. They look to seem a little bit more conservative. I wonder if that was a change by Pat Coyle.
Yeah, they are playing a little tentative on the back end, a little softer on guys, but Pat Coyle was wanting guys on the ball with a lot more pressure. There's an outside shot from Kevin Crowley as Dylan Ward makes the save. And he kicked the outlets to Cam Holding. Holding gets across center, gives off to Zach Greer. Greer, 3-6 as a member of the Colorado Mammoth. As mentioned, still trying to find his first goal here inside the Pepsi Center. Crawford gets a pick from Uwe, gives to Greer, down low, Eli McLaughlin to Crawford, and a nice save there from Evan Kirk. That's better ball movement for the Colorado offense. And here comes New England in transition with numbers. 5-on-3, backhand Burns, Thorber scores! Transition goal from the Black Wolves, and they caught Colorado making a slow change, and Thornburg gets his first of the year, and New England regains the lead. It's 3-2.
Yeah, offensive coach Chris Gill is not going to be happy with that one. That's definitely a factor of the Mammoth offense not getting to the bench fast enough. They weren't pushing the ball in full speed, didn't have a break there, but it was a nice little pass there too to set up Thornberry wide open on the doorstep.
The backhand feed from Sheldon Birds to Jay Thornberry, who scores. He'll take a rest and allow Mitch McMichael to get a face-off in. The goal, Thornberry from Burns and Kirk. Time of the goal, 13:48. And McMichael wins the draw. Draws are now 5-2 in favor of Colorado. And a nice shot there on net, but Dylan Ward again equal the task. Colorado got to be better on those unsettled situations. Here's Taylor Stewart, got to get over the timeline. He does just. Here comes Callum Crawford. Swim move. Loses possession, ball still loose. Nice job by Crawford to pick it up and finds Noble. To Greer in the slot, takes a shot, and that gets deflected into the corner. 8 on the shot clock. Crawford has it. Double team. Can he get a shot off in time? He does. Shoulder save there from Kirk, but it's nicely picked up there by Derek Suddens.
Yeah, that was a great effort by Callum Crawford. Not a lot of ball movement as we talked about before there, but he was getting pressured. He was relentless on the loose ball. This guy's in great shape. That's why he's still playing at age 31.
New England pulls the goaltender. They go 6-on-5 as there's just 15 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. So they'll try to get one last opportunity and restore their 2-goal lead. Crawford to Saunders. Swim move. Loses possession. Ball follows to Burns. He takes a shot. Nice save there from Evan Kirk. And the quarter comes to an end. A bit of an unsettled situation as Pat Saunders got in close, but he lost the ball and was unable to get a shot on net. Colorado bounced back, but they'll trail 3-2 as we start the second quarter. That's coming up next here on Altitude.
And now, Mia, time for your unstrung hero, a player that may not have got on the board for his team, but made a difference in some other way.
Well, this player got on the board for his team a few times, but he also made a huge impact on the team in other ways as well. And for my unstrung hero of the week, I have to go with Logan Schuss of the Vancouver Stealth. Now, earlier this week, Logan actually posted on his social media that he was so excited to take on his new role as an assistant captain for the first time with the Stealth this year. So that tells you right away that he is a leader on the floor and off the floor for this team if Vancouver has put the trust in him to take on a leading role as an assistant captain. But then again, on the floor, what he did really helped the team with their 2 wins this weekend. He had 5 goals and 5 assists over the weekend. He sits 5th in the league for scoring points. So I have to go with Logan Schuss as my unstrung hero for both what he did on and off the floor this week.
Logan Schuss is a very exciting player to watch. He's got such a calm and cool approach to his game. And if you watch him, he's just got awareness and always knows where the net is. He doesn't even have to be looking, but he's able to make successful passes and shoot the ball on net without looking at the net. So I liked what I saw of him in their opening weekend. And now, Mia, time.
Welcome back inside the Pepsi Center, ladies and gentlemen, where the Colorado Mammoth trail the New England Black Wolves 3-2. Zach Greer got off to a hot start in his first game as a Colorado Mammoth in Buffalo 2 weekends ago. 3 goals, 3 assists. But last week, just 3 assists, unable to get on the board. What did you see in his game last weekend, Jamie?
Yeah, I think it was just a combination of the way the Mammoth offense is playing and the way that their opponent studied them and had a game plan to go against them. Zach Greer found his niche when he got traded to the Rush franchise from the Swarm, and it's only going to be a matter of time that he breaks out again here in a Mammoth uniform.
The Black Wolves win the opening draw. They lead 14-13 on shots. They went 1 for 1 on the power play. And the faceoff's now 5-3 in favor of Colorado. And a nice loose ball picked up there by Joey Capito. Capito on the run, doesn't have numbers. It's going to slow things down. Now a pass up, dip and dunk to Greer. And he went low to high, then back to low, and Evan Kirk was already on the ground to make the save. A nice look there from Capito, but Greer unable to capitalize, and it remains 3-2. Another sloppy pass there by the Black Wolves. And here comes Jordan Gillis. Has men barreling off the bench. The late man is Callum Crawford. Well, in an unsettled situation, so Gillis will just give off to Crawford. Thought about the shot. Gives off to McLaughlin. He shot it just over the top corner. Sorry, that was Zach Hayton. No, it was Eli McLaughlin. 51-71. Here's Derek Suddens to Crowley. He'll take the shot. Nice save there from Evan Kirk. Outlet pass to Greg Downing. A slow 3-on-2. Downing to Rouet. Downing will go for a change. And here's Jeremy Noble. Noble inside to Rouet. That pass was too tight. But there's Haywires to pick up the loose ball. 12 on the shot clock. Noble again gets a pick from Rouet. Noble, 5 on the shot clock. He'll take one through the screen, and Kirk gets a piece of it. And a nice job by Wardle to pick up the loose ball. And Colorado will get fresh men on the floor and reset the 30. Crawford will float it to Noble near side. 1-on-1. Noble tries to get underneath. Nice defense there by the Black Wolves. Inside feed. Haywire's backhander, and Kirk makes the save. Ball's loose. That'll be an interference call on Haywire as he just runs his defender over. And he's given a few words by Dan Ball.
Good cut there by the rookie. Great ball movement. Good settled possession by the Mammoth. It's only a matter of time before they're going to put one in the back of the net.
Evans. Outside shot there by Seth Oakes, who's seeing his first NLL action. He goes diving for the loose ball. Body's battling for it. Going to see if the referee is going to blow the play dead. And a nice job by Seth Oakes. Oakes, a little underhand scoop shot, brought it back short side. And just missed. Cheeky little shot there by Oakes. And here comes Colorado the other way. Rouet, 1-on-1 with his defender, tries to get underneath, has a backside look to Wardle, takes a shot. And a nice save there from Evan Kirk, post to post. Great feed from Rouet. Crawford. He'll shoot. Kirk guessed and guessed right. And a long outlet pass to Hotelling and a one-handed stab. Ball's loose, picked up there by Suddens. He loses it. Downing has it. Has Gaich ahead of him. Ilya Gaich on the breakaway. Pushed aside there by the defense. And now Gaich is able to pick up the loose ball. Downing slips in the middle. Gaich still has it. Thought about a shot. As he's watched closely by 2 and 3 Black Wolf defenders. Now it's in the far corner with Zach Haywires. Haywires to Crawford, near side Noble as the Mammoth spread the offense. Noble comes around high, has the shot, takes the shot, squeaks through Evan Kirk, and we're tied at 3 as Noble gets his second, and now some extracurriculars. I don't think anything's gonna come of this, as Noble is right in Mitch McMichael's face, and here's a great pick from Callum Crawford to set up Noble.
Yeah, Teddy, usually we see it the other way around with Noble doing the work for Callum Crawford, but that just shows the versatility of Callum Crawford's game and coming around. This New England defense is so big that they have to cause some havoc in the middle and come around screens like that, and getting a shooter open like Jeremy Noble is going to be a great formula to put the ball in the back of the net. It looks like Dan Ball is going to be sitting in the box.
Yeah, that's for the extra shot on Haywires, I believe, after the goal. And Dan Coates is asking if it shouldn't be Colorado possession because it was a dead ball foul, but they're going to say, let's run the face-off. But Noble gets his second, his 4th of the year, and ties things back up at 3. And we'll head back to the face-off top, but the Colorado Mammoth are on the power play. Let's see if they can win the draw here and go to work with the man advantage. Coates and Thornbear on the draw. Coates wins it but can't handle a loose ball, and it falls loose to the far side. Cam Holding has time and room to pick up that ball. So the goal is Noble, his second from Haywires, who records his first national lacrosse league point with the assist. Time of the goal, 3:45. The Mammoth go to work on the man advantage. Wardle, McLaughlin, Greer, Noble, and Crawford out there for Colorado. Here is Crawford. Plays 1-2 with Noble. Double up pick coming in a scissor move. Greer gets inside, takes a shot off the jump. Loose ball, and Noble missed the open net. Crawford back to center.
Saw that
Reset
play.
the 30.
Sorry, Ted. We saw that play last week a lot with the Vancouver stealth, and looks like the Mammoth took one out of their page.
Here's Crawford, inside feet. McLaughlin couldn't handle the pass, and the ball gets knocked loose. Body's going to run for it. Nice job by Zach Greer to find it. Greer to McLaughlin. Shoot, score, short side, and the Mammoth have their first lead of the game. It's 4-3 as McLaughlin continues to have the hot hand.
Shoot till you're hot, Teddy, right? Shoot till you're hot. It's really strange not seeing John Grant Jr. on the top of this Mammoth power play, but doesn't really matter who's out there on this Mammoth team. All 5 guys move the ball well. They're unselfish, and Eli McLaughlin picking up where he left off last week, and this is a great overhand shot. That's how you want to teach the kids how to shoot.
2 goals in 57 seconds gives the Colorado Mammoth the lead as they go to 1-for-1 on the power play on McLaughlin's 5th of the year. That one went right underneath the left arm pad of Evan Kirk. And Colorado takes the lead with 10:15 remaining here in the first half. Sheldon Burns. And that goal all came off that loose ball from Zach Greer. He made a great unselfish pass to McLaughlin, and the defense didn't slide. And now let's see how the Mammoth defense responds. Downing, inside, great save from Dylan Ward as he denies Kyle Buchanan slashing through the middle. We are at the 10-minute TV timeout. 4-3 Mammoth who have their first lead of the game. We'll be back with the remaining part of the second quarter here on Altitude.
The National Lacrosse League logo honors its over 30 years of history, but also pushes towards a new era, a new day. An updated colorway of black and silver illuminates the way forward, with technology and innovation as our mandate. The Shield captures the warrior spirit of the physical battle of sport while being modern enough to appeal to new audiences. The goal. By extruding the shape of the shield, the container is one that is a nod to the ubiquitous shape of a lacrosse goal. The original 4 arrows representing the founding of our league with 4 professional box lacrosse teams. Washington, D.C., Baltimore, New Jersey, Philadelphia converge to create the NLL star, a modern interpretation of a star that combines both the arrows of the original 4 teams and a Native American morning star. The 4 arrows converge to create the heart of the star representing the current teams and the fans who are the beacon of the future of the National Lacrosse League. This is the National Lacrosse League. Today is our day.
The Mammoth have their first lead of the game at 4-3. They scored 2 goals in 57 seconds, and in that span, 9th overall draft pick Zach Haywires gets his first NLL point on the goal by Jeremy Noble. And the rookie kind of had a slow first quarter, Jamie Shuchuk, but he's starting to find his range.
Yeah, he just has to remember he's playing lacrosse, he's playing the game that we all love. And, don't think about, hey, I'm in for John Grant Jr. Don't think that you have to play like Junior, and just play your game. I know the vets are going to be patting him on the back and tell him great job. So congrats to the kids on getting his first point.
Here come the Mammoth with possession out of the timeout. Wardle, back to Greer. Now Callum Crawford as he sets up out there with Rouet. See what the Mammoth have on a set play. Oh, Haywires was wide open. Diagonal feed, Wardle, is it in? And it is in! A little delayed call there by referee Todd LeBrand, but what a feed from Crawford to Wardle, who gets on the board here tonight. And the Mammoth have a 2-goal lead. It's 5-3.
Yeah, Teddy, you're going to see pretty much every time after a TV timeout where you have possession, there's going to be a set play. I think that was a little bit of a broken play, but again, we talked about these guys having the chemistry with Callum Crawford, and I would love to be a lefty playing on that side. Crawford just has eyes in the back of his head. He puts the ball right there, and kudos to Wardle for finding that backside and getting his defenseman to watch him, and Evan Kirk just wasn't quick enough to get over.
I was taking a look at New England Black Wolves head coach Glenn Clark to see if he was going to throw the flag on that play. Kept it in his pocket, though, and Wardle has his second of the year, and the Mammoth have a 2-goal lead. Wardle from Crawford, who already has 3 assists here in this game, and it's 5-3 Colorado, and they come right back winning the draw. Noble goes behind the net. McLaughlin, Greer, pump fake, shoots, scores, top corner, and the Mammoth scored 3 in a row, and they're on a run.
That was a rocket. Zach Greer may have the hardest shot on this Mammoth team, and that's a very difficult shot to do. You know, usually we want all overhand shots, so they're really difficult. We talked about the little hesitation, a little stutter here, and Zach Greer may have used his defender as a screen. Looks like he got him biting, just shot around him and pulled to that top corner. Evan Kirk, you can see, is on his knees already and tried to just play the position there, but what a rocket by number 88, Zach Greer.
I got to give the Mammoth a little more credit. That's actually 4 straight goals they've scored. That's 4 goals in 1:59. Greer's first goal here in front of the Mammoth crowd at the Pepsi Center. It's Greer from McLaughlin at Noble at 5:46, and it's a 3-goal lead. It's 6-3. Nice job by Cam Holding to find that loose ball. Holding gonna go for a run, find some open space, gives off to Robert Hope. And the Mammoth will slow things down, and here's Greer. You said it, that little hitch got the defender to come out and block, and you mentioned Evan Kirk all the way down on his knees, and Greer just picked the top corner, and now they're rolling. Crawford stutter step, waved off for a crease violation. He tried to slow up. I thought he was gonna go airborne, but he tried to put the brakes on, but wasn't quite quick enough, and the referee called a goal crease violation. Here come the Mammoth the other way. Ilya Gaich. DeGillis takes the shot, and that hit Derek Sutton's in front. And the ball's picked up here by Chad Culp. He quickly gets across center.
Yeah, watching that replay, it looked like Callum Crawford probably has his left foot in the crease. Great effort, though.
That's why Ogai's got to wear white shoes, Shuey.
Smart ones do.
Here come the Black Wolves trying to get themselves back into this game as they trail by 3. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Inside feed shot, great save there from Dylan Ward as he denied Kevin Crowley in close. But Crowley picks up his own rebound, skips it far side. Evans tries to get underneath, look for the flip pass, doesn't have it. Nice job by Bryce Sweeting as the 2 Peterborough, Ontario boys go at it. Saunders. Backhand feed inside, doesn't connect. It's picked up there by Creighton Reed.
Saw New England go behind the net there with the ball. I really like that strategy against a Mammoth defense that really plays that pressure defense and forces guys down. It kind of throws them off their game plan a little bit.
Greer with a head of steam, skips it near side Crawford. Pump fake, gets a double pick there from Rouet. Rouet has it now. He hesitates, takes the shot, trying to go 5-hole. Have McLaughlin slipping back door, but he decided to take the shot. Now here comes Dan Ball. Ball with a head of steam, goes right at the crease, and a kick save and a beauty there from Dylan Ward. Evans takes a couple shots. And he gets the ball back, watched there by Ilya Gaich. Kevin Buchanan gets underneath. Turned back by Dan Coates. Inside feed, jump shot there from Seth Oakes, goes off the back dasher. Where is it? Oakes has it. Oh, and a great one-time shot there from Saunders. Hit the junction, went right to Kevin Crowley, and the rebound, he put it through Dylan Ward's legs. And away from harm, here comes Joey Capito. Oh, and a great look to Crawford. He couldn't handle the pass. Nice no-look there from Joey Capito as the defense had pushed out on Jeremy Noble. McLaughlin.
Yeah. Capito doing his best no-look Callum Crawford impression.
Oh, Noble tried to go far side, short side, and just missed. Ball still loose. Haywire is battling for it, but it's finally picked up there by the Black Wolves. Little backhand feed from Mitch McMichael up the floor to Brett Bucktooth. And he'll pick it up on the strong side of center and slow things up. Crowley down low. Back to Crowley. One hand catch with a shot, and an even better save from Dylan Ward.
That was a great give and go. Kevin Crowley using all 6'4" of his frame to just swim move his defender and then get to the net. Nice one-handed grab and a great effort to get the ball in net.
There's a shot, nice save there. Off of the shot from Jacob Rouet by Evan Kirk, who settled down after allowing 4 straight. Thornberry, he has a goal tonight, his first of the year, and he gives off to Pat Saunders. Saunders bounced it to Culp, skips it far side, Sean Evans. Evans to Crowley, back pedals, tries to find Saunders, that pass goes high, Culp picks up the rebound. 5 on the shot clock, Culp. Watched there by Coates. Diagonal feed, Crowley takes the shot, and that one missed. It'll be a shot clock violation on New England. Long outlet pass, McLaughlin had it knocked out of his stick by Mitch McMichael, who was back quickly. Now he's double teamed. That was almost going to be a back in, but wise of Evan Kirk not to play it. But New England has to hurry to get it out of their zone, and Ilya Gaich almost had it. And he just can't quite get to it. It's finally picked up there by Bucktooth. Bucktooth flips it to Kyle Buchanan. Inside feed, Crowley takes a shot. Nice save there from Dylan Ward. Those two have met a few times here early in the first half, and they're 2 key members of the Canadian field lacrosse team that won gold here in 2016, right here in Denver.
Yeah, I was at that game. It was pretty incredible to watch, and it's always good to win a championship on foreign soil here in the U.S.
Crawford tried to go short side. Sorry, it was 2014, not 2016. But we're playing box across here in Denver right now, and the Mammoth have a 6-3 lead off a huge save from Dylan Ward, robbing Kevin Crowley. 6-3 Mammoth, coming back here live on Altitude.
Digby on the take, scores! Now back over to Dane Smith with a shot. Hit the goal post inside, he scores!
Afraid you might miss out on the big stories from your favorite team? Well, not to fear, the NLL newsletter is here. All you have to do is subscribe to the new NLL newsletter, and you'll get weekly updates from everything that is happening around the league. What are you waiting for? Subscribe today.
Colorado scoring 4 goals in a minute 59. All started with Jeremy Noble.
Yeah, the Mammoth are moving the ball very well. We talked about it. They're playing relaxed. They got down by a couple right away, but just trusting each other. Good overhand shots. They're really not getting right on top of the doorstep here, but just a beneficiary of great shooting.
Off the break, before the break, Zach Reed took a slashing minor, so Colorado will start with the man advantage. They're 1 for 1 on the night off of 2 shots, and let's see what they can muster up here as they'll send out Zach Greer, Eli McLaughlin, Jeremy Noble, Callum Crawford, and Jacob Rouet as they'll go strong righty against the New England Black Wolves short man unit. Crawford to Noble, Greer, Noble. Here comes some movement from Colorado. Little seal pick from Crawford to Greer, doesn't set up a clean shot. Rouet, Crawford, 10 on the shot clock, backhand feed Noble. Inside feed on the backhand to Greer, doesn't connect. And Kirk with a long outlet pass doesn't land into the stick of Sheldon Burns. He's gonna go for a run. And can he come up with his loose ball? He's watched there by Joey Capito. Dive shot, what a play by Dylan Ward to not allow Sheldon Burns to dunk that.
Dylan Ward, what a reach there. He didn't give up on the play. He knew he made a mistake by not picking it up and just robbed him on the doorstep there. Wow.
Both players actually diving for that one, and the extra long goaltender stick of Dylan Ward really put to advantage there. Now the referees are just going to talk this one over. I think they're going to try and reset the shot clock here. As Todd LeBranch, the crew chief, will come over and talk with the scorekeeper's bench.
Okay, so on that first power play goal by the Mammoth, they were strong left, and I like what Chris Gill does here. He's a fan of switching it up. You know, the defenders on the New England Black Wolves are going to talk about what happened on that goal, and then you have something brand new being thrown at you. I think it's very difficult to defend, and I think it's a great strategy by Gilly.
Well, Gilly's been in this league a long time. He knows the ins and outs. He's very much like Matt Brown, who works the offense for DU here in the field lacrosse program. Every set play is different. Every time they're on the floor, you run something different. Keep the defense on their heels. And Gilly's a master of set plays. He's a master of keeping defense on their toes. And let's see where they come out here with this power play unit. Last time they tried to run a seal for Zach Greer. And the time before that, they run the double scissors, getting Eli McLaughlin to look in the backside. Now they're going to be strong right. So look for something for either Callum Crawford or maybe Jeremy Noble. Same offensive group out there for the Mammoth. They go behind the net to Jacob Rouet. And now here's Crawford to Noble. Zach Greer sets the seal to Greer. He backpedals, trying to find a shot. 5 on the shot clock. Noble takes the shot. That gets knocked down by a stick in front. 2 on the shot clock. Noble takes a shot, saved by Kirk. Reset to 30. And Colorado will set things up, get the power play back out there. See what Noble calls on the fly this time as he's quarterbacking the power play unit. He'll set a pick for Crawford. Crawford to McLaughlin one time. What a save by Evan Kirk, but he gets his own rebound. Noble nets off his moorings. They'll keep playing.
Kirk's putting his arms up. Can I fix my net? There he goes.
It's such a weird rule in the NLL. Inside feed to Crawford. Rebound. Crawford picks up his loose ball, and he deposits in the empty net. And that's 5 straight for Colorado. 2 for 2 with a man advantage, and they take a 4-goal lead at 7-3.
Yeah, and Evan Kirk having some words with the referee after that one. That may have thrown him off there. Maybe he didn't react as fast as he usually would. He made a great save on the back door there with Eli McLaughlin with a skip pass, and this is just a great effort by Callum Crawford, staying on it, wide open net, picks it up and puts it in.
I was saying it's a bit of a weird rule in the National Cross League. In hockey, when the net comes off, they stop play, they reset. In the NLL, if the net comes off, it's the goalie's responsibility to put his net back where it belongs, and if he doesn't, he just play the plane of the goal is where it is, and if the ball would cross that, that's just the way she goes. And you know, Kirk struggled for a little bit. He finally got it back on, but that shot from Crawford picked up his own rebound, and he gets his first of the night to go along with 3 assists, and it's now a 4-goal lead with 2:15 remaining here in the first half.
It always helps when you have the ball and you're sick for the whole power play. Your odds are just going to continue to increase.
A nice little one-handed grab there from Sean Evans. On a pass picked off there from Joey Capito. He's on a breakaway from his own zone. Capito one-on-one with Kirk. Capito shot, a kick save by the right leg of Evan Kirk. The ball bounces all the way back to Robert Hope. What a smart play by Hope. Let the ball come to him on the other side of center.
Yeah, it's a good heads-up play by the Mammoth defenseman, number 18 there. You know, if for fans who don't know, there is an over and back rule. If he would have picked that up on the offensive side of center and got pressure, it could have turned into a turnover. So great heads-up play by Robert Hope.
Here's Greer with a stutter step on Suddens. Finds Crawford, gives back to Greer. Pump fake, double clutch, takes the shot. And a nice save from Kirk, but it goes up and over into the netting. And it'll be Colorado ball. And this is the best we've seen this Colorado offense all game. Strong lefty for the Mammoth. Here's Crawford. Bit of an isolation. Now Rouet will set the pick. Underneath, slip by Rouet. Inside. Rouet, he couldn't handle a pass. What a backhand feed from Crawford. Loose ball picked up by Wardle. 10 on the shot clock. Wardle to Crawford. Down low, Rouet. He'll shoot off the junction. It's going to go all the way down to Dylan Ward. What a shot from Jacob Rouet as he rings the iron. And Dylan Ward is just going to settle things up. Smart play here from Ward. He's just going to wait. Allow there to be 30 seconds. There's no rush here. He's going to try to wait as long as he can to see if they can get last shot. And now he's just going to wait again. And now they're going to have a break up the floor if they can go. They have numbers. Smart play from Dylan Ward. McLaughlin Haywire shoots, and that hits Evan Kirk right in the neck. Now I got to be careful the other way. And New England's going to call a timeout. But what a heads-up play there for Dylan Ward, just trying to get the last shot for his team.
Yeah, it was a smart play, definitely trying to get the strategy there. Under 30 seconds to call a timeout and get the last shot. But really interesting to see the New England player. I didn't catch who it was, Teddy, but not sure why he went after goalie Dylan Ward to give up that 5-on-4 break.
Yeah, in a sense, you might as well just lock your guy off, and then Dylan's going to eventually pick up the ball. If not, he's just going to let time run out, and you don't go into the break any worse than you are right now at 7-3. But the way it stands, New England's going to get the ball back. And with under 30 seconds, they'll hold for last possession. Colorado, 5 goals on 20 shots this quarter alone. And they've jumped out to a 7-3 lead. And with under 30 to go, they'll try to head into the break, holding on to this 4-goal lead.
Watch for a set play here by the New England Black Wolves, and also watch for anytime the defense is setting up their 6-on-5 and they have their 5 guys out, they may jump a guy or they may lock a guy off. So it'd be interesting to see the strategy here, and probably the ball is going to end up in Sean Evans' stick.
Chad Culp will start with it. Evan Kirk's on the bench, so Colorado down 6-5 here. Let's see what they do if they shut Sean Evans off, if they jump early. But New England's going to probably wait till about 7 seconds. Creighton Reed jumps early. Saunders to Evans, to Saunders, shoots, that goes short side, and it's just batted down the floor by Hope with 2 seconds on the clock, and the half is going to come to an end. Colorado on a 7-1 run, and they'll take a 7-3 lead into the halftime break. What a great half for Colorado. Start off a bit jittery, start off a bit slow, but they go on a great run to end the half, and they'll start the second half off 7-3. For Shoot Chuck, I'm Jenner. We'll be back with the break here on Altitude.
Brett Manny is one of the few American players in the National Lacrosse League to wear the letter A on his jersey. We caught up with the New England Black Wolves defenseman to find out what this means to him and why he believes growing the game of box lacrosse in the U.S. is so important. Growing up in Philadelphia, box lacrosse wasn't the most popular sport, but Brett Manny loved the game. After a successful career at the University of Delaware, he tried out for the San Jose Stealth on a whim.
First time I got involved playing box lacrosse was one of my best friends, who was one of my coaches at the time at the University of Delaware, thought it'd be a good opportunity for me to pursue playing in the NLL. I had no real experience playing whatsoever. I've only seen a couple games through DVDs and watching on the internet. The first training camp I went to, I didn't even wear rib pads. And some of the guys thought it was really funny. So I learned my lesson the hard way. 9
years later, he is now an assistant captain for the New England Black Wolves, using his passion for the game as a way to lead the team.
I take a lot of pride in playing as much lacrosse as I can outside of the dedicated practice and game times that we have. And I just try to play as hard as I can at all times and try to have positive leadership. I play with a little bit of a chip on my shoulder, knowing I am an American, and wearing that letter means so much to me because it helps validate myself a little bit.
He says there's no better feeling than hearing the howls from the crowd on game night.
There's a ton of emotions when you get the howls and you see all your teammates. You can't wait because you literally have so much adrenaline running through you. The first couple minutes are really just like, you can't describe them.
Well, maybe one feeling that's just as good: seeing the game of box lacrosse grow in the U.S.
I love the fact that box lacrosse is growing in the States, and now when I teach and I coach all the time, I tell kids, I say, hey, like, the reason United States, we need to grow as a sport is because we need to play more box lacrosse. You look at the last World Championships for outdoor, Canada won. They won the indoor championships, and Team USA U19 team had to come all the way back to beat Canada this past summer. And there's a reason why that they're the best lacrosse players in the world. It's because they play box. They're smart, their sticks are great, they're tough.
In the offseason, Brett uses his time to coach kids, and he believes that teaching the skills of box lacrosse at a young age is only going to make them better overall lacrosse players.
These kids that have these opportunities with the Black Wolves and some of these other teams and more people teaching the game, it's a wonderful opportunity for them to learn a different craft of lacrosse to be a much better lacrosse player.
He hopes to see more American players wearing a letter on their jersey in the future.
My name is Brian Lemon. I'm Vice President of Lacrosse Operations in the National Lacrosse League. I handle all competitive aspects of the game, and certainly excited to be here with Crossover.
Welcome, lacrosse fans. Tyson Geik of NLL Productions here with you right now, and I'm joined by Shay Hewen, CEO and founder of the U-Hawk Camera. We have some exciting news for you today. The NLL has officially partnered with the U-Hawk Camera, the new official action camera of the National Lacrosse League. Shay, an exciting moment, for both parties here.
Yeah, it's an incredible day. It's a big step and a big moment in the history of sports, and for the National Lacrosse League to be the first league to step up and bring actual player point of view, video footage to fans at home in the actual real raw competition in the season. It's a monumental day, and we're very excited to be the official camera provider to be a part of that.
It's a very pivotal moment for the sport. How is it going to affect the sport at the grassroots level and really help grow the game?
Well, that's a big part of it, and a lot of what went into the decision making and making this happen is we have a lot of partners now who are kind of coming around and going to help, distribute the content and grow the game together. And a lot of these kids, they live on social media these days, so to be able to provide them a new angle, even after the game, to see these highlights is going to be extremely engaging. And the National Lacrosse League is a big part of growing the game, and we're happy to assist in that.
A very sleek and compact design for these cameras. I think players are going to really enjoy wearing them. What went into the design here?
Well, we knew we wanted to be here someday,
And in order to do that, we had to think of a camera that was going to be, sleek and slick enough that the player would forget he's even wearing it. So we wanted to design something, that would do just that and kind of embody the essence of an athlete. And, the great benefit is that these players now actually get to see the game again from their own eyes, and to be able to do that game over game throughout the course of a season is really going to help them perform, and they're excited about it as well.
Well, lacrosse is such a tough sport, and hitting is involved here. So how much of a beating can these cameras take?
Well, I think we're going to put them to the test today. So, they're very strong, they're very durable, and they sit in just the right spot. So we're going to find out.
Shay, we got the chance to catch up with some of the players to see what they thought of the new U-Hawk camera.
Hey, I'm Jesse Gamble.
Hello everyone, Mia Gordon here from NLL Productions, and we have some exciting breaking news for you today. The NLL has announced a partnership for this upcoming season with Epic Lacrosse. We are joined now with NLL Commissioner Nick Sakevich, as well as owner and founder of Epic Lacrosse, James Maselli. So let's get right into it. Nick, I want to send this to you. Can you talk to us a little bit more about this partnership?
Yeah, so we've been really focused on a lot of the endemic category sponsors, and we're proud to announce that Epic's joining us with many of our previously announced companies like Under Armour and String King. We're really excited to bring Epic on board. They're a best-in-class producer of incredibly good lacrosse equipment, great lacrosse equipment that our players will have access to. Love the company, love the company's core values and commitment to lacrosse, and it's really exciting to bring world-class companies like this to the league.
James, what are you looking forward to most joining the NLL in 2017?
Yeah, Mia, thanks for having me today. At Epic Lacrosse, we're very excited. This is our first partnership with a pro league, and we're excited that the best lacrosse players in the world will be using our gear next season, from sticks and heads and mesh to shafts, gloves, arm guards, shoulder pads. They're using the whole lineup that we have.
James, I know you guys have a set of engineers at Epic Lacrosse to create the best possible equipment. So can you take us through that process?
Sure, absolutely. I think it all begins with a passion and love for the game, and all of our engineers who range from composite engineers to material engineers to mechanical engineers, have all played lacrosse. So they have a understanding of the game unlike any other. We don't have to try to explain what we're looking for. They understand the feel. They understand the performance attributes that players want. So with that, the rest of the company, every single person in our company has actually played lacrosse as well, including our accounting department, marketing department. So we all get in a room and we brainstorm. We like to think of ourselves as problem solvers, and we understand what is wrong with the game or what do we want to fix things from an equipment standpoint, and we brainstorm and we figure it out. And the process is probably the most fun part of my job. I would think that they agree as well. And we just continue looking for new materials, new process, manufacturing techniques that can build better products for us.
What do you believe will be the biggest difference for these players while using this new equipment?
Sure. I think it's going to come down to feel. Feel is one of those words that it's hard to attach other descriptors around it. We just can say, hey, it feels better. And some of the feedback that we've gotten from the players initially is, wow, I can't believe how nice these gloves feel. We can put a bunch of marketing and technical aspects behind that, but the feel of the product is really what separates it. We're using better materials, better manufacturing process to improve that feel and the connection point between a player and his equipment. And I think the moment that players actually put the gloves on or use one of our sticks, they immediately feel the difference between everything that they've ever used in their career. And we're seeing that every day when we're sending product out to our potential players for this season.
Nick, I know that you said you believe partnering with Epic Lacrosse will take the game to the next level. Can you elaborate on this?
Well, the sport of lacrosse is growing so dynamically on both sides of the border, both in Canada and the U.S., and Epic understands that, and all of our partners understand that. And I think the timing for the sport and where we're going to see the sport grow in the next 5 to 10 years is going to be exponential. And having partners like Epic on board and in our family of marketing partners is going to help us grow the sport even further, be it at the grassroots level, like kids playing in high school. We see a huge increase in women playing the game. And at the professional level, the fact that we have a partner like Epic and others that we've announced in the last several weeks is really critical for a league like ours to grow.
Well, a very exciting announcement today, gentlemen. Thank you both so much for joining me. Cannot wait to see what this partnership will bring in 2017. For NLL Productions, I'm Mia Gordon. Hey everyone, Mia Gordon and Tyson Geik from NLL Productions here, and we have some big news for you. NLL TV is officially here.
That's right, you won't have to miss any of the games, any of the goals, any of the big hits, any of those huge saves.
Tyson, I think they get it. They won't miss any of the action from the upcoming season if you subscribe to NLL TV today.
The Loud House, ladies and gentlemen, as we're getting you set for second half action between the Mammoth and the Black Wolves. The Mammoth experience is better with friends. Bring groups of 10 or more to see your Colorado Mammoth and receive special benefits like discounts, bench and penalty box experiences, field time, and more. Visit coloradomammoth.com for details. Some of your stat leaders starting the second half for Colorado. Jeremy Noble had 2 goals and 2 assists on 5 shots. Callum Crawford, a goal and 3 assists. Eli McLaughlin, a goal and 2 assists. Dylan Ward making 19 saves and only giving up 3. For New England, Pat Saunders has 1 goal. Kevin Crowley, a goal and an assist. Sheldon Burns, 1 goal. And Evan Kirk has made 24 saves. Now, if you're Pat Coyle and you're this Colorado defense, you got to be happy that you've limited Sean Evans to 1 assist in 1 half of play.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Sean Evans is getting a little extra hack and whack when he's got the ball, and even when he doesn't have the ball. So obviously you have to pay attention to him and limit his production. But when the ball's not going through his stick, it's really interesting to see the way the New England Black Wolves have to respond.
Tonight's second half face-off is being brought to you by Ford. Coates and Thormare at the draw, and second half is underway. Illegal procedure called on the Black Wolves. Possession will go to Colorado, and Cam Holding has it at center. He's watched there by Kyle Buchanan, gives off to Greg Downing. And now here's Jeremy Noble to Callum Crawford, watched by Sheldon Burns. Noble and him switch spots. Here's Chris Wardle, gives off to Zach Greer. Greer comes around the top, gives off to Callum Crawford. Shot from the outside, shoots and scores. It might have taken a bit of a deflection as he was releasing that shot, but Callum Crawford gets his second of the night, and it's now an 8-1 run for Colorado, and they lead 8-3.
Yeah, just another great shot by Callum Crawford off of the screen. Jeremy Noble doing some work for him this time. reciprocating the favor, and that's just a well-placed shot, goes bar down over Evan Kirk. He didn't see it.
Just an outside rip from Crawford. And they got to start, they just, moving balls east to west, get Kirk moving, and that long outside shot pick the far top corner. And it's an 8-3 lead, and that's a quick goal, exactly what you want coming out of the halftime break. Crawford from Greer, and Zach Haywires, who gets his second NLL assist. And this time it's a procedure called on Dan Coates, so it'll be Black Wolves possession with Kevin Crowley. Time of that goal, 26 seconds. Here's Evans to Buchanan, takes a shot, kicked aside there by Dylan Ward. Now 3 bodies give chase, including Cam Holding, but he can't quite get a handle on it. And it's picked up by Kyle Buchanan. Holding will go for a change. On comes Creighton Reed. Evans tries to get underneath. Nice job by Bryce Sweeting to deny him the underneath route. So that was Greg Downing playing defense. Evans, cross floor feed. Now Evans gets it back. 10 on the shot clock. Evans flips it to Crowley. He bobbles it. That pass doesn't connect with Chad Culp. He's got 3 on the shot clock to get it off. And they won't. Nice defense there by the Colorado Mammoth, rotating through the switches and the picks to deny New England a shot.
Yeah, that's what they're good at, forcing that flip pass. And you saw the Mammoth defender up top that was kind of playing in the middle. He came right over and collapsed on Kevin Crowley. That's very tough to play against.
Haywires takes a long outside bounce, so that didn't miss by much. Loose ball picked up by Crawford. 10 on the shot clock. Greer, McLaughlin flashes through that pass, gets knocked down by a stick from a Black Wolves defender, and here comes New England the other way. Dan Ball strides across center. Gives off to a teammate, Sheldon Burns, and off the bench comes Sean Evans. Evans takes a shot, knocked down by the stick of a Mammoth defender. I think that was Taylor Stewart, stick in the lane. And then a nice collapse there on Seth Oakes by the Mammoth defense. And they're gonna break out the other way with Cam Holding. 3-on-2 for Colorado. Holding to Wardle, shoots that, takes a deflection, goes up and out of play. And the possession will stay here with the Mammoth. Little slow transition break there from Colorado. Ends up in a nice opportunity there for Chris Wardle, who has a goal on the night. Far corner, Jeremy Noble. Inside feed to Crawford. He had his stick held. No call by the official. McLaughlin. Pump fake. He's got to get a shot off. Doesn't. There'll be a shot clock violation on Colorado. And possession will go back to New England.
Yeah, one thing I noticed on that last offensive possession, Teddy, was, when you watch outdoor lacrosse, a lot of the offense is either starting at X or at the very top at where the UC Health sign would be in the Mammoth offense. In box lacrosse, you want to get the ball low. Jeremy Noble did a great job getting there right at the goal line and then started attacking and creates a lot of openings for the offense.
Here's Kyle Buchanan, takes a shot, hit Robert Hope on the way to the net. Deflects in the corner. Inside cut! What an off-ball cut from Kyle Buchanan. And a one-touch finish beats Dylan Ward. And that breaks the Mammoth run. And it's now 8-4.
Yeah, it's just what they needed. Talked about it last week where the Mammoths started gripping their six when they got down. The New England Black Wolves have plenty of time left in this game. We know the game of lacrosse is a game of runs, and that was an excellent cut and put it back to where he was coming on the short side there. Dylan Ward really didn't have an opportunity to save that.
Creighton Reed caught ball watching a little bit, which allowed Kyle Buchanan to cut off his back right through the middle. And he gets his second of the year. And off the draw, Thornbear wins it. Kicks it back to Sheldon Burns. And Bill O'Brien will look for an outlet. O'Brien gets across center, still trying to find someone to pass to. That was New England's first goal in 19 minutes and 18 seconds. That's a heck of a long run to go without scoring a goal. And if you're Colorado, you just got to allow them only that one goal, not allow them to get on a bit of a run here. Nice pick-off pass there by Taylor Stewart. He's going to go for a run. 2-on-1 for the Mammoth. Stewart has Noble. Noble pump fake, just cleared over top of the net as he tried to go far corner on Kirk.
Yeah, Noble came flying off the bench there. Unfortunately, we saw in the first quarter when Callum Crawford got that goal called back, he kind of just pumped the brakes and he didn't get the shot he wanted off.
Here's Kevin Crowley trying to look cross floor. Gives off to Kevin Buchanan. He takes a shot, parried aside by Dylan Ward's left shoulder. Capito outlets to Robert Hope. Hope runs into a stiff check there. Crowley finds Greer. Greer, little flip down to Zach Haywires. Can he pick up the loose ball? He's bodied into the corner by the check of Zach Reed. Some of those New England numbers are pretty tough to read from way up here in the Pepsi Center, but it's going to be an interference call on New England. It'll be Colorado possession. Haywires to Greer as Colorado goes strong left, far corner, Callum Crawford. Eli McLaughlin. Skip to Crawford, down low, Rouet. 15 on the shot clock. Very spread out offense here by Colorado, but nobody getting to the front of the net. McLaughlin will try, he'll take a shot. Left shoulder saved by Kirk, but McLaughlin will pick up his own rebound. Defender without a stick. Let's see if Colorado takes advantage here. Haywires gets on. Zach Haywires, another one off the junction. Ball finally corralled there by the Black Wolves, and they'll be able to get out of their own zone.
I like that play there, Teddy. Usually when a defender has a stick, you know, it's like, oh, give me the ball, let's go one-on-one. But I think it's smarter to give him the two-man game, and he had no chance to be able to get to Zach Haywires, and he made a great effort going hard to the net.
Crawford can't handle the pass. The loose ball's picked up there by Cam Holding. Holding thought about a shot. He's going to use a couple bodies as screens. And now it's in the stick of Chris Wardle. Wardle will slow things up, wait for full troops to come on. Plays 1-2 with Zach Bird. Now they'll play the two-man game right in front of us. Wardle to Noble, deep corner, Callum Crawford, 5 on the shot clock. Crawford to Wardle, dives, and what a save by Evan Kirk. Wardle's got to get out of the crease. And he does, and the shot goes right on target, and the officials will blow things down. I believe we're going to have a penalty coming up here to the Black Wolves. Under 10 to play, Mammoth lead 8-4 when we come back to Mammoth on the power play live from Denver.
He's got Digby on the take, scores! Now back over to Dane Smith with a shot, hit the goal post inside, he scores!
Afraid you might miss out on the big stories from your favorite team? Well, not to fear, the NLL newsletter is here. All you have to do is subscribe to the new NLL newsletter, and you'll get weekly updates from everything that is happening around the league. What are you waiting for? Subscribe today.
Colorado 2 for 2 in the power play, and they're going to head back to it as Kevin Crowley gets called 2 minutes for holding the stick. And let's take a look back at that, holding the defender without a stick that allowed Zach Haywires underneath.
Yeah, it's a great pick there, and Zach Haywires did a good job of recognizing that the player that was going to slide to him didn't have a stick. So you're basically going against a useless defender that can only grab you and hold you, but Zach Haywires used his speed and unfortunately hit the far post. So I think that was an excellent heads-up play by the left side there with the Colorado Mammoth.
So 2 for 2 on the power play with 6 shots on goal for Colorado, and they'll look to make this 4-goal lead a 5-goal lead with 9:09 remaining here in the third quarter. Other scores around the league: Toronto beats Saskatchewan 13-11 in a bit of a surprise, and Georgia beats Buffalo 18-14 in an absolute shootout. Calgary and Vancouver playing 1-1 in the first quarter. Here it's 8-4 Mammoth, and they're on the power play. Noble to Greer. Double scissors coming up. Crawford delayed penalty coming up as Noble got knocked to the ground. And Bill O'Brien picks this loose ball up, and we're going to get a stoppage of play. And it's going to be a 5-on-3 for Colorado as Bill O'Brien's going to make his way to the box.
We saw the scissors from the Vancouver Stealth in all different positions last week, and it's a play that works. It throws off the box on the defense, and Mammoth go 5-on-3 right now.
So they'll play 4-on-3 with Cam holding at center. No need to have too many sticks in the way. Noble with the shot kicked aside. Eli McLaughlin picks up the loose ball, gives off to Zach Greer. Crawford, Noble play 1-2, and they're going to reset the 30-second shot clock. And the New England Black Wolves defense thought it was a change of possession. But they'll start with Jeremy Noble, who's out there with Crawford, Greer, and McLaughlin, again holding at center. Greer, pump fake, Noble, backhand feed, Crawford, clutch, off the post, loose ball. Nice pickup there by Derek Sutton. And he's dispossessed, it's picked up by Noble. To Crawford. Crawford, shoulder save there from Evan Kirk as Crawford still trying to find his second of the night here. And here comes New England as they finally get over. 42 seconds remaining on the penalty to Crawford. A minute remaining on the penalty to Bill O'Brien. Buchanan to Buchanan, Kyle to Kevin. And Kevin is double teamed on the far side. 8 on the shot clock. Delayed penalty coming up here on the Mammoth. That shot from Kevin Buchanan on target. And it's picked up by Kyle Buchanan. 10 seconds remaining on the penalty to Kevin Crowley. Kirk goes to the bench, so it's 5-on-4. Evans. The fans are trying to figure out why there's 5 guys on the floor. They don't see Kirk on the net. Now Crowley's out, so it's all 5 aside. Colorado will be best just to take an interference call here. Outside shot there from Saunders, goes off the dasher. Ball still in play. Finally, the buzzer goes for a shot clock violation. So 10 seconds remaining on Bill O'Brien's penalty, and Creighton Reed's going to head to the box. So we'll play 4-on-4 for 10 seconds.
Yeah, and both Kevin and Kyle did a great job there. Just excellent effort, running all over the floor, and that's something that's a great feeling as an offensive player. When you're killing a penalty, your job is to just kill the shot clock, roll in the corner, and get off the floor. Well, that's not a lot of fun. So when you can draw a penalty and now go a man up, it's definitely a good feeling, and it'd be nice to see New England get some momentum back here.
So they've pulled Evan Kirk to allow Bill O'Brien to sprint across the floor, so their power play's already set up. Evan Kirk comes back on the floor. Crowley to Saunders, shot, nice save from Dylan Ward, who comes out high to challenge that shot. And he puts a clamp on that ball. 2 Blackwell players surrounding him. And Dylan Ward just gets the whistle. He's looking for an outlet, has Noble all the way down the floor. On a dart, Noble shoots, what a great save from Evan Kirk. Got the left glove out to deny Noble all alone, but what a pass from Dylan Ward.
I love to see a goalie who can pass the ball like that. It changes the aspect of the game.
A minute 15 remaining on the penalty to Creighton Reed. Evans goes diagonal feed. That'll be a handball on Robert Hope. Incidental, they call it. And there'll be a reset to 30. Chad Culp behind the net. Dunk shot, is it in? It is. What a great play there from Kyle Buchanan as he gets Dylan Ward looking the wrong way, and that'll be a power play goal for New England. And it's 8-5.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate way for the Colorado Mammoth to get scored on when they're a man down, but again, it looks like the New England Black Wolves are coming out with a little bit of fire here. You see Dylan Ward reach for that pass, and nice little fake by Buchanan, gets Ward's head turning, and that's just a great athletic play.
Yeah, most goalies are going to look to that guy going out to his strong side, and Ward tried to find the Black Wolves forward behind the net, but just a cagey play there from Kyle Buchanan, who jumps back far side to dunk it. That's his second goal tonight with the assist to Chad Culp. Time of the goal, 9:07. And the Black Wolves are back to within 3, and we're back to even strength. Here's Crowley, watched by Capito. Cross crease feed doesn't connect with Saunders. Culp's there. He bodies, and it's picked up there by Robert Hope. Hope sprints across center, trying to find an outlet. And he has it in Zach Greer. Greer chased down the side alley. Man through the middle. McLaughlin shoots, and it scores, and he trickles in. And Evan Kirk immediately signals to his bench to throw the flag, and I think he might have a case.
Yeah, he's going to say, Evan Kirk knew right away. He knew it went off of him, and it's just going to depend if Eli landed in the crease before that ball actually crossed the line. It'll be interesting. It's definitely pretty close, and don't see the challenge play coming out quite yet.
Glenn Clark looking for the replay, and there he throws the red flag. So we're going to have a challenge here, and they're going to say that Eli McLaughlin landed in the crease before that ball eventually crossed the goal line. It's going to be close. But it's one of those bang-bang plays and a perfect example of why there is replay in the National Lacrosse League. Point of note, and this came up before the Buffalo game, Bud Bailey tweeted out that there's those screens in NHL rinks where NHL coaches can look down and see replays. They're not allowed to use those in the NLL because not every rink has them. So coaches have to rely on the Jumbotron and the big screen for replays. And they made the rule this year that all teams have to show the replay in a timely manner so the coaches can throw that flag in the 25-second time span. And I think this one will probably come back as McLaughlin's foot looked to touch down before that ball crossed the line.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not going to see on that replay. This one will be better.
So there, his foot touches and the ball hasn't crossed. So this should probably be a fairly quick review by Todd LeBranch.
It's usually a sign when the players are walking back on the floor. They know what the call is.
It is pretty close. The call in the field was a good goal. So there has to be definitive proof. But LeBranch has taken a pretty long look at this one. I didn't think it was this close, Jamie.
Yeah, it's right here. If his right foot definitely lands in the crease.
They could split screen it. It might have taken a little quicker, but here comes LeBranch, and we'll await his call. Just as we suspected. So Eli McLaughlin's second of the game is taken off the board.
Fans not happy about that one, but that's one beauty of the NLL and being able to challenge those plays. And Coach Glenn Clark got that one correct.
So New England takes possession back as they look to get back to within 2. And here's Sean Evans. Goes behind the net to Kyle Buchanan. Looked like a bit of a set play there out of the break, but unable to work it. Kyle Buchanan, stutter step. They lose Evans behind the net, and he scores. And what a smart play by Sean Evans, and just no communication there by the Colorado defense, and that is going to drive Pat Coyle crazy.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened, which Mammoth defender lost. Sean Evans sneaked behind the goal. I was focused on Cam Holding without the stick, and Sean Evans, he's a goal scorer. He's got that touch. It looks like Jordan Gillies standing in the middle was caught ball watching, and Sean Evans tucked it in the top corner there on Dylan Ward.
You cannot allow Sean Evans to be all alone on top of your goaltender and give him that much time in the room, and Evans wasted no time. His first of the night, second of the year. And the Black Wolves are back within 2 for the first time since they led 2-0. Bryce Sweeting picks up the loose ball off the drop. Pushed in the corner there by Bill O'Brien. Sweeting's going to run for space, and here comes Evan Kirk with a big hit on Sweeting, and he lays a big heavy chop. Ball pops loose. Bill O'Brien runs Sweeting into the ground, and here's some NLL pickup.
So the fans came to the Loud House to see today. That was awesome. Reminds me of Alex Bouquet's hit last year coming out of the crease.
A little different. A little different.
It's good to see the goalies get involved, though. It shows that they're in the game, and if they want to get physical, I'm all for it.
Evans, inside flip, around the world shot there by Seth Oates. Doesn't get on target. And here comes Creighton Reed, 3-on-2 for Colorado. Reed to Greer. He'll shoot. That gets knocked down by a nice stick from the New England defense. And it's thrown up top to Noble. Far side, Callum Crawford, one-on-one. Crawford, jump shot, scores! That one's going to be a goal. He had isolation on Zach Reed, and he spun around the third-year defender. And he put it far side on Evan Kirk. and the Mammoth regained their 3-goal lead.
Yeah, Crawford the beneficiary there of it. Again, good ball movement. Got all the defense kind of sucked over to the left side of the floor. It zips across to Crawford, and he knew he had a good one-on-one matchup there. And we've seen this before. One thing about Crawford, when he crease dives, he goes vertical. He doesn't reach. Typically, he gets vertical, and he knows that he just reached around Evan Kirk, and he's not going to land in the crease the same way Eli McLaughlin did.
Crawford, 6th of the year, and that's a great point. Most guys you see, and I love doing it, you dive parallel to the ground, going east to west. Crawford jumps north to south, and he has more of angles to shoot. He can shoot anywhere when he's in the air, straight up and down. When you're playing with the ground, there's not too many spots you can put it, and Crawford, textbook, puts it far side. And his 3rd goal of the night, 6 points with assists to Jeremy Noble and Creighton Reed. Time of the goal, 11:04, 9-6. Mammoth. Here's Evans, stutter step, step back, bouncer, hit the junction, and it's stuck in Dylan Ward's pad. That was a close one off the stick of the 2-time NLL MVP. 3:27 to go as Crawford makes it a 9-6 lead for the Mammoth. We're back with 3rd quarter action here from the Pepsi Center.
Get off to a great start here. 1, 2, 3.
Rush!
It's game time. Rock and roll!
Up! Leave him! Jess? Three-goal lead with 3:27 to play, and it's not just all goals. There are hits in the National Lacrosse League as Zach Haywire lays a heavy hit along the boards, and Dan Ball didn't take or took exception to that one. Then the hit behind the net with Evan Kirk, and you said it reminded me of Alex Bouquet, but that was a head-on shot coming from behind. This is Evan Kirk stepping out behind his net, and I always loved when goaltenders stepped out of their net behind that because then they're a fair game.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about the size of this New England defense. Bill O'Brien, 6'4", 235. It's almost like going in the corner with a Zdeno Chara in hockey. You know, that's what I love about box lacrosse. It has everything. You mentioned the goals, and you get the physicality like that. And there's no out of bounds. There's boards, so look out.
Back to live action inside the Pepsi Center. Just over 3 minutes to go. Here in the 3rd quarter, Callum Crawford, who has the latest Mammoth tally, up top to Eli McLaughlin. Pump fake, Noble. Diagonal feed to Greer, and he couldn't handle it. Ball bounces loose. Greer plays it off the chest. Loose ball, 2 on the shot clock. Going to be a 30 violation on Colorado. Not exactly the kind of possession you want coming out of a timeout.
Yeah, Zach Greer looks a little shooken up there. It looks like he might have taken a slash on the shin. Those hurt.
Those do hurt. Zach actually wears NFL Under Armour pads that actually have padding in them, so the slashes to the thighs don't hurt him as much, but nothing on the shins, and those ones tend to sting for a few extra minutes. Delayed 6-on-5 sneak pull here by the Black Wolves to pull Kirk. Diagonal feed, Evans shot save there, ball loose. And it's being picked up there, and we got a delayed penalty coming up. Not who sure this is against. It's going to be against Chad Culp. I thought they were going to get Ilya Gaich on an interference call. And that's what Evans is asking for, but Culp will head to the box. And Culp doesn't like the call. 2 minutes for the trip. But a nice sneak play there by Glenn Clark, pulling Evan Kirk to go 6-on-5, but unable to get a clear shot off.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened. We'll see on the replay here. Oh yeah, he definitely stuck out his right foot there. And I was watching Ilya Gaich kind of set a little screen there, but it looks like Culp did make the effort there with his foot, and Downing goes down, and it's going to be a 2-minute penalty.
Strong right again. McLaughlin and Greer, the two lefties. Noble, Crawford, and Rouet, the righties. Crawford around the top, takes the shot. Kurt guessed, and he guessed right. Ball is loose. Rouet picks it up. Reset to 30. Nice loose ball pickup by Jacob Rouet. They tried a little hidden ball, so got their sticks crossed. Here's Noble. 20 on the shot clock. Greer down low. McLaughlin, who fades behind the net. Noble, top center. Greer shoots, saved there from the right shoulder of Kirk. Ball still loose, and it's picked up by Bill O'Brien. O'Brien runs right into Noble, right along the timeline. Double team comes. Ball falls out of his stick right along the timeline. Nice job to wrist shot it across to Kyle Buchanan. Buchanan one-on-one. He loses his footing. Ball falls out of his stick, but he's able to pick it right back up. And it's knocked out again by Bryce Sweeney, who's got a break if he wants it. But he's just going to give off to Creighton Reed as Colorado still has 53 seconds remaining on the power play.
Yeah, you know the offensive players are happy to see that play. Pull it out so that the old guys can get out there. And power plays are fun for the offensive players. So look for a set play here. I think usually late in the man up, you're going to see a set play.
Greer, quick shot saved by Kirk. Loose ball picked up by McLaughlin. Ball still loose, and he flips it up to Greer. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Crawford, backhand feed. Greer can't handle it, cutting through the middle. McLaughlin has it. 20 on the shot clock, 20 on the penalty. McLaughlin shoots high and wide. Nice pickup there by Noble. 13 on the shot clock. McLaughlin and Noble play 1-2. Now a reverse seal. Shot there. That one goes wide. Oh, McLaughlin had it and missed it. And Culp is out of the box. Penalty's over. We're back to 5 aside. And it'll be New England possession. 21 seconds remaining. Kirk's going to go to the box. And New England will go 6-on-5 to try to get back to within 2. Here's Evans. Down low, Crowley. Inside slip by Oakes. Evans. 5 on the game clock. Evans has it. He'll shoot. That one just goes high and wide. Ball behind the net. Nice pickup by Ilya Gaich. And the quarter will come to an end. Shots are 45-30 in favor of the Mammoth. They hold on to a 3-goal lead, 9-6. Fourth quarter action coming up as the Mammoth look to get their first home win and second win of the regular season. Fourth quarter action coming up live here on Altitude.
On the take, scores. Now back over to Dane Smith with a shot. Hit the goal post inside, he scores!
Afraid you might miss out on the big stories from your favorite team? Well, not to fear, the NLL newsletter is here. All you have to do is subscribe to the new NLL newsletter, and you'll get weekly updates from everything that is happening around the league. What are you waiting for? Subscribe today.
Have one, hey, Rosie? Come on, boys. Commit to togetherness. Commit to team. Let's get off to a great start here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Run. Nice seal, Hosser. Yeah, baby. Nice find, bro. Yeah, automatic. Nice seal, Hosser! Hey, Hick, you just shoot it, eh, buddy?
We have 15 minutes of regulation play here from the Pep Center with Colorado leading 9-6. Last year, Evan Kirk was the goalie of the year, and the runner-up was Dylan Ward. The two Orangeville, Ontario natives have been battling back and forth, matching save for save.
Yeah, it's been great seeing these young goalies come in their own over the last few years. Evan Kirk getting the starting job in New England, goaltender of the year. And let's keep in mind too, Dylan Ward was the runner-up for that award as well, and he led the league in goals, in save percentage. You know, we always talk about goals against average being great. I think it's more of a team stat, and goalies are definitely going to be proud of their save percentage.
He was 0.03 of a point from the top of the leaderboard in goals against average as well. So he was one of the top goaltenders in the league, and it surprised a lot of people that he didn't win goaltender of the year award, but he's using it as fuel, and Evan Kirk was the winner. And we are back to live action here from the Pepsi Center. Callum Crawford near side. Comes around a pick from Noble. Feeds off to Greer. Time and room. Greer will shoot around the screen and hit a body in front. And it's picked up there by Sheldon Burns. And that'll be an interference call on the Black Wolves as Bill O'Brien knocked two Colorado players down.
I think it's going to be a too many men call. I'm not sure who left the bench early.
It is a too many men call on the New England Black Wolves. So Colorado will head back to the power play. They're 2 for 5 on the night so far. And the in-home is Ryan Hotaling, so he'll come over to serve the too many men penalty. And Colorado will go back to strong right. McLaughlin, Greer, Noble, Crawford, and Rouet. Everybody out there on the floor has a goal here tonight. Here is Zach Greer to Noble. Little steal from Crawford. Back to Noble. To Greer. Pump fake shot, trying to go 5-hole. And Kirk held his ground. He'll quickly outlet it to Brett Bucktooth. Bucktooth watched there by Jordan Gillis. Gillis all over the New England Black Wolves defender, but he finally is able to give it off to Kevin Buchanan, who goes behind the net. Evans comes out his wrong side. Double team. Takes a shot. Nice save there from Dylan Ward, moving side to side. And Bryce Sweeting will start with it in his own zone. Quick outlet to Robert Hope.
Yeah, there's a lot of clutching and grabbing going on off ball on both sides of the floor here. Be interested to see how the refs call it, if they call these penalties or if they're just going to let them play.
So far they've been letting them play, and I haven't minded it. Now they'll go strong left. Will the Mammoth power play unit. Greer will set things up. Greer has a diagonal feed down the same side, and that's not usually the pass that teams make, but that's a great look from Greer to McLaughlin. They used that last week to get McLaughlin on the board.
Yeah, Greer had his hands free. I'm surprised he didn't shoot that one, but Evan Kirk is on his game right now. He knew that pass was coming, and he was over there very, very quickly.
He definitely watched the game film from last weekend of the Mammoth against Vancouver. A little sneaky short side backhander from Pat Saunders, and Dylan Ward was aware of that. And here comes Ilya Gaich. Gaich to Greer. 10 seconds remaining on the too many men bench minor to New England. So expect Colorado to hold on to this and not force a shot. And that's exactly why, because now Hotaling's out of the box and he's going to be up the floor. And he's calling for it, and he has it now. Colorado now 2 for 6 with the man advantage. Far corner, Sean Evans. Watched by Creighton Reed. Evans, swim move, gets underneath. Tries to dive and he scores. They'll count it. Far post and in. And Evans says to Dylan Ward, hey buddy, we're good. I didn't mean any harm running into you. But Evans gets his second of the night, and it's a 2-goal game, 9-7.
Yeah, and the captain getting his boys going here. This is a great swim move for a little guy to be able to swim a player like that. Creighton Reed's got to be at least 6 inches taller than him, and what an effort. We've seen this before from Sean Evans, and that's a big goal to bring the New England Black Wolves back within 2.
Chris Gill, the O coach, is trying to get another replay. He thinks Sean Evans' foot landed in the crease before that ball went in, but Dan Stroop, the man with the flags, not going to throw it. Evans' second of the night from Crowley and Hotaling, and here come the Black Wolves again. Zach Reed takes a cross-handed shot, and that one goes wide. Here's Capito. Joey Capito runs the floor. And he'll bounce it to Jeremy Noble. Double clutches it. And now gives off to Crawford. Capito's going to go for a late change. On will come Zach Greer. 8 on the shot clock. Greer to Crawford. Pump fake, gets underneath. Got to get a shot off. 3, 2, and he's not going to get one away, and that'll be a shot clock violation. Great defense by the New England Black Wolves and Bill O'Brien.
Yeah, it was a tough one for the Mammoth. They got all 5 offensive players on the floor with 12 seconds. It's tough to get set up and actually try to do something.
Here's Mitch McMichael. Man all alone in the middle, it's Kevin Crowley. Little backflip to Saunders was too high. And that's maybe the 3rd or 4th time Colorado's left the guy open. Evans, double clutch, takes a shot. Nice save there by Ward. Even better pickup by Bryce Sweeting, who finds a man right down the middle. That's Jordan Gillies. And there's no numbers for Colorado, so Gillies will slow things up and give off to Jeremy Noble. Noble, underneath roll, gets turned back by Sheldon Burns. And that'll be, how's that not crease violation? I thought Noble was in for sure. Rouet, 5 on the shot clock. Rouet, he takes a bad angle shot, and that one goes up into the netting. And Kirk is talking to the referee, saying, how do you not call that? And Derek Suddens has it at center for New England. Kyle Buchanan to Sean Evans. Watch there by Cam Holding. Now near side, Kevin Buchanan. Stutter step, gets back into a strong hand. Crowley's shot. That hits the body and deflects in. An unlucky goal there for the Mammoth, as I think it hit a defender and then skipped past Dylan Ward and hopped into the back of the net. And it's a 1-goal game with 10-12 remaining in the 4th.
We'll see on the replay here. I think it went off for Robert Hope. Dylan Ward saw that shot all the way. He was at the top of his crease, and I think it just deflected off for Robert Hope. And unfortunate incident. Oh, it went off his stick. Took a funny bounce and curled right in the center of the cage.
Oftentimes you'll see defenders taking away angles from shooters, especially on the short man. Guys will take away that short side post so that the goalie can play the far side angle. And that time, Robert Hope just playing the anchor on the backside of the defense, and unlucky that his stick on him. That's 2 unlucky goals to go in on Dylan Ward this season at the Pep Center. But it's a 1-goal game, still plenty of lacrosse to be played, but kind of seen a bit of a lull here from the Colorado Mammoth like we saw last week.
Yeah, it's a big goal to bring them back within 1 under 10, and that's what you need. But keep putting the balls on net. You say in hockey all the time too, let's get pucks to the net, get pucks to the net. It's the same thing in lacrosse. You got your inside, you got your outside shots, and both teams just need to be calm here and use their possessions, and they're going to get good looks.
Pump fake, shot low to high from Haywire Smith. 8 on the shot clock. Crawford, underneath, shot, scores! Great underneath move from Callum Crawford. Had 3 defenders draped all over him, and somehow puts it far side and in to regain the 2-goal lead.
Yeah, you see Bill O'Brien give Crawford a little extra shove there after the play. He's kind of like, come on, man, how'd you do that? 3 guys on him. Crawford using his size, his quickness, and he got that shot off, and we kind of went 6-hole in between the glove and the leg pad of Evan Kirk. And what an effort by Callum Crawford to get
tongue twist right now.
It is to get the Mammoth back up by 2.
The New England goal was Crowley, his 2nd of the night, from Kevin Buchanan and Sean Evans. And then it was Crawford, his 4th of the night, 7th point, with the assist to Jacob Rouet at 5:25. And it's 10-8 Colorado. Shots 7-2 this quarter in favor of New England.
If the 4th quarter is going to keep going back and forth like this, I'm gonna love the end of this game.
On. Bryce Sweeting had a bit of a break, but it's picked up there by Holding. Holding flips it off to Dan Coates. Back to Holding, and he couldn't hold on to it. It went off the top of his stick. And then a nice check by Holding to regain possession. And he's going to run to find space, and he'll just bounce it all the way up to center where Joey Capito waits.
You don't see Cam Holding miss too many opportunities like that. Great heads-up play by 2 Mammoth defenders, going 2-on-1 and ended up getting open, but just unfortunate didn't catch a pass.
Shot there from Eli McLaughlin, hits the junction. Now the other way. Man up the floor is Dan Ball, 1-on-1 with Dylan Ward, and he rang it off the top of the butt end of Ward's stick. The backhand pass to nobody in particular. That's just an unforced error and a lucky bounce that hopped over Derek Sutton's stick. Lucky break there for the Mammoth. An unforced turnover
Callum Crawford signaling for the reset. I think they definitely deserved one there. It looked like the New England player did have possession.
Here's McLaughlin to Crawford. Shot off the shoulder. Ricochets all the way out to center. We got a race for the ball here. McLaughlin is going to give chase. And Eli picks it up, reset to 30. Nice job by Eli McLaughlin. He plays the role that I love the best in the NL, the grinder role. The guy that's the third or fourth or fifth option of an offense, that just does all the little things.
You call those guys the unsung hero.
They are valuable. Crawford to Greer, gets a high steal from Wardle. Wardle's over the backside, they try to get it to him, but it popped in and out of his stick. Wardle's another one of those guys that plays that role perfectly. Jacob Rouet.
Yeah, guys that don't need the ball in their stick to make plays, and usually they go unseen and they'll score quiet 1-2 goal games, but they're doing all the dirty work, penetrating the middle to get these shooters like Callum Crawford and Jeremy Noble these outside shots.
Here's Evans, takes a high shot there from Greg Downing to Kevin Buchanan, takes a shot on the run and just missed, ball loose. It's gonna be picked up by the Mammoth, and they got numbers going the other way. Ilya Gaich, sorry. Gaich doesn't force it, gives off to Greer. Smart play from Ilya Gaich. He's an unsung hero for this team. He always looks like he's hurting because he's got that kind of awkward gait to his run, but the guy is a motivational leader for this Colorado team. And now here's Jeremy Noble, another very verbal leader for the Mammoth. Noble to Crawford. Jump shot, bouncer in front of Kirk. Where is it? Doesn't know where it is. Ball's loose. And a nice job there to pick up that loose ball by Chris Wardle. Reset to 30. 6.5 to play in the fourth. Wardle to McLaughlin. Late man out is Greer. Rouet, time and room. He could shoot this if he wanted. Gives off to McLaughlin. Twister, and that one just missed. Crawford picks up the loose ball. And he takes a slash and a punch. And then Bill O'Brien jumps in, and Crawford says, hey man, why are you grabbing me? 10-8 your score, 6:20 remaining in the fourth. Don't you dare leave. We have an exciting end to this game on altitude.
National Lacrosse League logo honors its over 30 years of history, but also pushes towards a new era, a new day. An updated colorway of black and silver illuminates the way forward, with technology and innovation as our mandate. The Shield captures the warrior spirit of the physical battle of sport while being modern enough to appeal to new audiences. The goal. By extruding the shape of the shield, the container is one that is a nod to the ubiquitous shape of a lacrosse goal. The original four. 4 arrows representing the founding of our league with 4 professional box lacrosse teams. Washington, D.C., Baltimore, New Jersey, Philadelphia converged to create the NLL star, a modern interpretation of a star that combines both the arrows of the original 4 teams and a Native American morning star. The 4 arrows converge to create the heart of the star representing the current teams and the fans who are the beacon of the future of the National Lacrosse League. This is the National Lacrosse League. Today is our day.
Late in the game, but let's show you how we got here. 10-8. The 2-0 goal here by Pat Saunders beats Dylan Ward's short side. Then Jeremy Noble takes a pass and goes short side on Evan Kirk to make it 2-2. Zach Greer will make it 6-3 as he fires his first inside the Pepsi Center. And then Callum Crawford goes on a bit of a run. He makes it 8-3 with this shot that beats Evan Kirk's far side top corner. He goes to the air to make it 9-6. And then he makes it 10-8 with this goal that goes 6-hole on Evan Kirk, and that's the way it stands. 10-8 Colorado with 6:18 remaining in the fourth. Saunders with a shot from outside. That one missed, but he gets his own rebound. Picked up there by Kevin Buchanan. Buchanan takes a shot, hits Greg Downing on the way to the net, and it's picked up by Robert Hope, who's quickly doubled and triple teamed in the corner. flips the ball to open space. Cam Holding comes in to scoop up the garbage, and he's just going to fire it to open space where Capito couldn't pick it up off the boards.
Yeah, we're seeing no quit in both of these teams. No team all game has been, okay, they're playing better than the other team. We're seeing a game of runs here. It's going to be a great finish here in the last 5 minutes.
Backhand feed from McMichael. Short side shot there from Culp. It's quickly picked up by Capito. 2-on-2 the other way. Joey Capito's not going to force the issue. And with a 2-goal lead, you don't want to sit on the clock because there's still plenty of time left, but you got to make sure you're using full possessions and getting good shots off here, Jamie.
Yeah, and I'd want to get Callum Crawford the ball right now. We're seeing him take over this game. Late in the game, we've seen him be clutch in this building before, and that's what the Mammoth need to be able to close out strong.
Outside shot by Noble, just missed wide. And there's Callum Crawford again with a nice little defensive back check to dislodge the ball and give back possession to the Colorado Mammoth. Those little things that make superstars superstars and elite players elite players.
Yeah, a lot of old guys just run to the bench and being able to have a heads-up play. And like I said, Callum Crawford is in shape, and he runs back and times that stick check perfectly.
Here's Wardle, gets around the check of Bill O'Brien, finds Jeremy Noble. Wardle was open on the backside, but Noble's going to have to get a shot off, 5 on the shot clock, and Noble's just going to float it to the corner. That'll be a shot clock violation. And there is 4:27 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It's been a back and forth affair, but the Mammoth lead 10-8. Stick around, the last 4.5 to go here on Altitude.
The National Lacrosse League logo honors its over 30
pro lacrosse teams are now fielded in Philadelphia, Boston, New York, Maryland, Montreal, and Quebec.
Yesterday, there was friendly competition and not so friendly competition. We knew our true colors weren't just worn on our backs, they were painted on our faces and hoisted as high in the air as we could possibly carry them. Whatever it took to claim our turf. Yesterday, we left it all out there. Blood, sweat, tears, you name it, we left it. We kept ourselves focused and we kept each other in check, and the only thing we took were epic shots. Yesterday we saw more twists and turns in 8 seconds than most people saw in an entire season. We lost the ball, lost our minds, we lost countless times in every game. If you could see the ball, that was a slow day. Yesterday physics didn't apply to us. Gravity wasn't welcome in our box. Armed with just a stick and a ball, we took flight. Yesterday, we were the best we could be. Today is our day.
An interesting crowd here at the Pet Center with the Avs game. It's always tough to get back-to-back crowds, but let's take a look at attendance numbers league-wide, starting from last week in Colorado. Of course, Jamie, right at the top along with Buffalo.
Yeah, they called the Loud House for a reason, and the two usual suspects up there, Colorado and Buffalo, in my mind, the two loudest buildings to play in. Calgary, typical, and Rochester getting a good crowd out as well.
You look at Georgia, their numbers are down. Vancouver's playing at home tonight. Interesting to see how they do crowd numbers-wise, especially since they've gotten off to a hot start. But here in Colorado, the fans are hoping for a hot finish as the Mammoth lead by 2 with 4 minutes to play. Heavy pressure here from the Mammoth D all over Sean Evans. Cam Holding pushing him down the back angle, and he loses his footing. Outside shot by Crowley, deflects off into the corner, and it's picked up there by Downing. Downing uses the pick from Dylan Ward. Long outlet pass to Robert Hope, and it sails over top. And those are passes you can't afford to turn over.
Yeah, definitely bad timing for that. Sean Evans, look to him to make a play here. He's getting hacked and whacked, and
inside feed to Crowley, and right on cue, look for Evans to make a play, and he does. And it's a 1-goal game as Crowley gets another. It's 10-9.
He's got that C on his sweater for a reason, guys. He's been a Mammoth killer over the years. I'm sure Mammoth fans remember him when he was a Calgary Roughneck in this building, making clutch plays, and this nice little no-looker. Again, it looks like Robert Hope, the Mammoth defenseman, was caught ball watching, and Kevin Crowley did a great job cutting and finishing on Dylan Ward.
Dylan Ward stepping out a little bit as Crawford goes 5-hole. And with 3:43 remaining, the New Westminster product gets his third of the night, 5th points of the game from Evans and Kyle Buchanan at 11-17, and now becomes crunch time.
We got a ball game.
I use a cliche, then you use a cliche. Okay, I get it. 1 for 1, we're even. Here is Evans. He'll be out there pretty much every shift the rest of the way. Inside feed, what a save from Dylan Ward. Almost the exact same play, and this time he denies Kyle Buchanan.
Yeah, what a great side to side. Dylan Ward on his game right now. Saw that shot all the way and just stuck the shoulder out with a lateral move.
Wardle down low to Zach Greer, who comes around the horn. Crawford back to Greer. Far side, Eli McLaughlin. Noble. Inside feed, Wardle just couldn't get a shot off. Loose ball picked up there by Zach Greer. Got to get a shot off, he does, just in time. And a loose ball picked up by the Black Wolves. They were close to going back in.
Teddy, it's not quite time to start pulling your goalie. You're only down by 1 with just under 3 minutes here, but in the next couple possessions, if New England doesn't score, look for Evan Kirk to go to the bench.
Here's Kevin Buchanan. Watched there by Jordan Gillis. Gets a pick, Buchanan, diagonal feet. Sean Evans, stutter step, outside shot, kicked aside there by Dylan Ward, ball loose, and what a pickup there by Cam Holding, who's been a beast on the defensive end. 3-on-2 the other way for Colorado. Reed changes, Noble still got 3-2, now Crawford out there. But again, Gillis not wanting to turn the ball over, make the safe play, hold on to it, and just do the handoff.
That's a smart play.
2:10 remaining. Haywire, Rouet, Crawford, had an angle. Backside look, Haywires couldn't handle it and almost picked up the loose ball. Still gonna battle for it. Gives a shot to Evan Kirk, and we're under 2 to play. 1-goal lead, 10-9 in favor of the Mammoth. Suddens to Kyle Buchanan. The Loud House fans all rise to their feet. Chad Cope gets away with a bit of a ward. Outside shot, Dylan Ward stands up tall to pick up that save. And what a loose ball pickup by Greg Downing. And what a scoop by Greg Downing, and a nice defensive check there. As Callum Crawford wasn't aware of the defensive presence behind him by Hotalik, but Crawford's probably gonna pick this up, and he does. 10 on the shot clock. Crawford's got no help though. He's just gonna float it all the way to center where Ilya Gaich is there. 5 on the shot clock. Noble fires it on that shoulder save. Oh, Crawford playing a little possum. Is he able to pick this ball up? No. And it's finally grabbed by Hotalik. Will Kirk go? And timeout called by New England. 57.5 to go. Lacrosse is back at Pepsi Center. Watch the action from the best seats at the best prices. Partial plans start at just $8 per game. Pick any 3 games on the home schedule and bring the noise to the Loud House. Visit ColoradoMammoth.com for more information.
We talked about these 2 goaltenders earlier, Teddy, and you know, you watch Dylan Ward walk to the bench there, you see the focus on his face. He's I talked about it before, he's just a different breed of a goalie. He's just always calm. I remember a couple years ago, a playoff game, he got his gear stolen, and he said, no problem, I'll just use any gear, and it didn't even throw him off one bit, but pretty impressive by Dylan Ward. And New England, who do you think is going to get the ball?
I would imagine it's probably going to go through Sean Evans at some point. There'll be 6 on 5. Evan Kirk will come to the bench. 59 seconds remaining here from the Pepsi Center as the Mammoth crowd trying to cheer on their squad. Kirk to the bench. Crowley's going to start with it back in their defensive zone. Saunders, Culp, Sean Evans, Kyle Buchanan, and Seth Oakes. Sorry, it's not Culp, it's Kevin Buchanan. So they'll go 4 right-handers, 2 lefties. Interesting set here by Tracy Kluska, the old coach of the Black Wolves. Creighton Reed jumps early on Kevin Buchanan. Crowley, outside shot, hit a body in front. Ball ricochets to the corner. Kevin Buchanan has it, 10 on the shot clock. Buchanan, Saunders short side, he scores! 39.9 remaining in the fourth, and Pat Saunders ties it up at 10.
I thought the Mammoth defense were doing a great job there. Creighton Reed, some pressure, a blocked shot. Unfortunately for the Mammoth, the New England Black Wolves do a great job getting that ball. What a twister shot by Pat Saunders here. He's continuing his great play from last season. The guy's scoring many multiple goal games, and that's a clutch goal right there to tie it up with 39 seconds left.
Now it's crunch time for real. Tie game. They're going to review this one just to make sure. As they review all goals in the final 2 minutes, but I don't see any reason why this play would come back. I didn't see anybody in the crease or around the crease that might have this one come back, but Todd LeBranch is going to just have another look. And I don't even think there's anybody even near the crease. The outside shot from Crowley comes. It's picked up by Kevin Buchanan. Creighton Reed's all out on him. And then the shot from Saunders short side, and that's going to be a good goal. Again, I'm not sure. Maybe they're thinking Saunders ran through the crease, but he wasn't the first guy to touch the ball.
Right.
So again, they're taking a long, hard look at this one. And I actually thought at one point, New England got away right there. The knock of Dan Coates, must look like they just got their feet tangled. I thought Buchanan actually pushed him to the floor, but it was just an incidental contact of feet. And here comes Todd LeBranch, and we'll get the confirmation that this is a good goal.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. Good goal.
So 39.9 remaining. Coates and Jay Thornbear at the draw. This has been a heck of a battle all night. And no more important draw than this one right here. If the Mammoth pick it up, you'd expect them to call a timeout. But overtime looms. Ball's loose, it's picked up by the Black Wolves. Sheldon Burns to Sean Evans. Near side, Kevin Buchanan. They're gonna have to get a shot off before the game is over. Crowley to Evans. Capito slides, forcing Evans underneath. Kyle Buchanan rolls underneath. Buchanan dive shot, just missed short side. And they're gonna call, it goes out of play. And timeout Colorado. The game clock still runs. Colorado's gonna ask for some time to be put back on the clock.
That's a nice break for Colorado to be able to get the possession. It was interesting, New England strategy there. It's tough to pull the goalie when you're tied, and especially when there's a 6 or 7 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock here. So again, look for Coach Gill to drop one of their go-to plays here. Last week we saw a lot of the off-ball up picks, and then both guys coming down the alley. It was going to Zach Greer's stick, and then Callum Crawford was mirroring him on the other side. So it'll be really interesting to see what they go to here. They got to go right away. I believe there's going to be about 12, 13 seconds left. So it should be interesting to see what Coach Gill draws up.
So we'll wait to see how much time they put back on the clock. And here's another look at the game-tying goal. As Kevin Buchanan goes back near side to Pat Saunders, who scores short side. And for Saunders, that's just his second goal of the night. Fourth of the year, and here we go. Dylan Ward on the bench. 11.1 remaining. Noble sprints it up the floor. Noble to Crawford. He gets jumped early. To Greer, all alone. Greer shoots and just missed short side. And we're going to be headed to overtime here from the Pepsi Center. And the first overtime game of the year for the Colorado Mammoth. Last year they were 2-0. Stick around, free lacrosse coming up 10-10 to your score, live from the Pepsi Center. Pepsi Center, where we are off to overtime for the first time in the 2017 season, and it is sudden death. And if it ends in a tie, that's just what you get. New England, fourth quarter, they had 15 shots on goal and 4 goals. They had 16 total shots in the second and third period combined, and they outshot the Mammoth 15-7 in the fourth. Jamie, oftentimes we'll see a team who wins the faceoff call a timeout right away instead of play. I never really liked that because you just had 2 minutes to draw up a play.
Yeah, I hear you, Teddy. It's an interesting strategy, but might be one of those situations where you know you have the ball, you know you can kind of regroup, take a deep breath, and attack.
Coates and Thornberry right back at it. Coates wins it, but it's unable to be picked up there by Joey Capito. And New England will have the first possession of overtime. Here's Kyle Buchanan. Fans haven't sat down since the 2-minute mark of the fourth. 1 goal will win it here from the Pepsi Center. Sean Evans. Step back. Finds Crowley, who gets underneath. Kevin Crowley tries to go 5-hole, kicked aside by Dylan Ward. What a save by the Mammoth goaltender. Hope outlets to Coates. Mammoth looking for their second win of the year. New England trying to get there first. Here's Zach Greer. McLaughlin. Crawford to Greer. He gets a pick from Eli McLaughlin. There's Eli in the roll. McLaughlin, pump fake, scored! Game winner! Eli McLaughlin with his second of the night. And the Mammoth will win it 11-10, just 51 seconds into overtime.
And it's definitely loud here in the Loud House. What a treat for these Mammoth fans today, a back-and-forth game. The home team coming out on top, and that was just a textbook 2-man game. That's how you want to teach the kids to do it. Set the pick, east-west, ball carrier, go hard over the top, go hard to the net. What a finish by Eli McLaughlin. Shoot till you're hot, hey Eli?
Shoot till you're hot, shoot till you're not. And you said a classic pick and roll, and just great patience from Eli McLaughlin. Didn't force it, allowed Evan Kirk to make the first move, and here you're going to get a great look at that pick.
Yeah, and you see Evan Kirk again kind of drop to his knees. He's just throwing those shoulders around, and it's good to see Eli McLaughlin contribute.
This official signal from referee Todd LeBranch, and that makes it official. The Colorado Mammoth win it in overtime, and your forward player of the game, no doubt about it. Give it to number 98, Callum Crawford. 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points, and he is your player of the game. Crawford was just unbelievable all night long, Jamie.
Yeah, usually you see more assists in that call, in the assist column, but contributing with goals, big-time goals there, heading down the stretch, put the Mammoth in a great position to win.
Crawford was just a beast in the second half. He only scored 1 goal in the first half, 3 in the second, and just continued to roll and help this team get their first win in front of their Pepsi Center fans. 11-10 is your final. We'll be back to wrap it up live here from the Pepsi Center, where we just witnessed an absolutely fantastic finish on altitude. Presented by Peak Kia. It's catch our games live. Colorado Mammoth Lacrosse on Altitude is presented by Peak Kia. It's a great idea. By Altitude 950 AM. When you aren't able to catch our games live on Altitude TV, be sure to tune into our new radio home. Altitude 950 is the place to catch all of the Altitude sports action. By the Ford F-150. Get the truck that was made to work. Ford F-150. Built better, built stronger, built Ford tough. And by the Toyota RAV4 and your hometown Toyota stores. An exciting new design makes RAV4 the right choice for any adventure. What an absolutely fantastic finish here inside the Pepsi Center. The Mammoth take it in overtime. Jamie, what can you say about this game tonight?
That's a game of lacrosse right there. You see it firsthand, the intensity, the professionalism that these guys have, and the no quit by both teams. It was an excellent game to watch.
Eli McLaughlin, 2 goals, including the overtime game winner, but it was Callum Crawford all night long with 8 big points.
Yeah, Callum Crawford obviously had a monster game. This is what he does to this team. He's picking up where he did last year and finding the back of the net, finding his teammates, and it was just an excellent game. He was the clear leader of this game tonight.
You know, the first half was back and forth. New England jumped out to a quick 2-0 lead, allowed Colorado to get themselves back into the game, and then it was back and forth. But that run in the second quarter by Colorado was huge, not only to get them into the game, but to get the crowd in the game as well.
Yeah, and it started with Dylan Ward in net. He made some timely save. We talked about that one where he reached the New England player reaching around the net and just stuck his stick out. Dylan Ward was calm. I give him big props tonight too.
You know, he matched Evan Kirk at the other end of the floor, save for save, and, you know, he kind of had a bit of a chip on his shoulder. He really thought, and a lot of people in this organization thought, that he should have won goaltender of the year, and he wanted to prove it here tonight, and he knew that he didn't have his best game last weekend, but this was a full team effort from rookie Zach Haywires to the seasoned vets like Cam Holding and Dan Coates and Dylan Ward all across the board.
Yeah, they all stepped up today. Like I said last week at the end of the show, a loss is okay. A loss is okay. These guys did the right things from the coaching staff and the management, and the players came to play today, and they gave the Pepsi Center fans an excellent game, and an overtime winner is always a good way to finish.
You know, sometimes you'll see teams kind of have a bit of a fall when they've had a lead, and then they give it up right at the end of a game going in overtime. New England had that first possession, and then they go down and score. Colorado gets the overtime winner on a perfect textbook pick and roll.
Yeah, you know, credit to New England coming back, setting up a 6-on-5 play, moving the ball around, and Pat Saunders had a great shot, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough tonight.
Next week, the Mammoth bring in Calgary, but when you look at tonight's game, it was, you know, Vancouver was here last week, and they really took it to this Mammoth squad. And tonight, when you're looking at what Colorado did just to make themselves a better team, it was just a better team effort top to bottom.
Yeah, you look at the stats there. The shots on goal, anytime you shoot over 50 shots in a game, it's definitely going to put yourself in a good position to win.
Next week, it's a Friday home game for the Mammoth when the Calgary Roughnecks come into town. The final score tonight, New England 10, Colorado 11. Be sure to join us Friday, January 20th at 7:30 p.m. when your Colorado Mammoth face off against the Calgary Roughnecks here at the Loud House. This has been a presentation of Altitude Sports and Entertainment. It is a copyright telecast of the National Lacrosse League Incorporated, which may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the written express and consent of the NLL. For myself and the entire crew, thanks for your company. From all of us, it's goodbye for now.